Okay, everybody. So I'm going to show you a little something. So the four-wheel drive, I'll show you how I maybe rigged this. I'm not too sure if it'll even work, but I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to start it up, and let's get in the Jeep for a second. Now the doors are closed, so I can't run it very long. So give me a second here. I'm going to start it. I'm going to leave it in second gear, okay? I'll show you. Okay, it's in second gear. It's on the lift. Okay, tires are rotated. So let me just show you what we got. So you can see the tires are rotating over there. You know, but the front are not. Now you can see up here there's a drive shaft for the four-wheel drive. Okay, everybody? So it's not spinning. You got four-wheel drive here. Just push it back. That's it. Right? Now you got the four-wheel drive spinning. Rear wheels are spinning. Four wheels spinning here. The transfer case. That's all good. Got up the differential, but nothing up the differential. All right, let me show you what I got. I had a. Let me open the doors for a second. That'll freaking kill you. I don't have an exhaust hose yet. Let me open that up. Let me get some air. And then while it's getting some air, lift it up. And then we'll close it. Then I'll show you what I'm gonna have to rig. That'll be good. Give me a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes. I have a heavy duty steel hose. The problem is it doesn't go through the door. I didn't put a hole in the door yet. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna put a hole in the door on the bottom with a little like a little door. A little door on the door. And it's a swing. So it swings down, covers the hole up when you're not using it. Swings up, you put your exhaust hose through. So, shoot, I went too high. So let me close this door right now. And I don't know, it looks like some kind of animal outside. I don't know. Let me shut this for a second. This is how I close my doors. I got a big pry bar. There we go. So there's my pry. That's my door stop. That's how it prevents the door. So on here, if you see the four-wheel drive, oh, you're seeing me, not the four-wheel drive. Who the hell wants to see me? So, oh man, let me get a light on this subject here. Hold on a second. I have this other light here. Remember we had that light? It's on eBay still. It's pointing up at the Jeep. Can't see, there's a lot of shadows going on under here. So I don't think, I mean, I think it'll work, but I had rigged my other one. So if you look here, I had stuck, you know, the sprayer for any kind of brake clean. I stuck that in that hole there. Now on the other side, if you notice there's a vacuum fitting right there. I don't know if anybody can see everything, but I'll try my best. And then I gotta go to work. Oh, come on, flashlight. We know that sucker's gonna fall. I like that flashlight too. So I shoved this vacuum, this line in here, and this vacuum, it has a double vacuum. I don't know why. So I just stuck it on one and it was so loose, I had to zip tie it. Also, these connectors are broken. So all I'm gonna do, these connections here are broken. They're supposed to be wired to here. There's barely anything gonna get to this switch. So this switch has to get hooked up, and then these two leads, oh, the hose just dropped on the ground. So I'm gonna stick that hose on there, and then hopefully we'll have some vacuum. I don't think it's gonna work. There's no way. I gotta get something right. But we're gonna give it a try. There's no way this can work, because you can stick it on one end, but on the other end, it's gonna lose so much vacuum. It's not gonna get applied. We're gonna try. I don't know. We're gonna try to get that vacuum go into that, and then we're gonna two wires go into that, and that should send the signal and everything. And then under here, here is where the drive shaft I showed you was moving. We're gonna put some grease in this one too. I think I greased all this one. And then obviously when you look up here, it's really hard to tell. When you're moving the shifter, all you're doing is manually over on this side, on your transfer case right here. I know it's really dark and you can't see much. So when you're putting that, when you're shifting on top, let me get the flashlight. So when you're shifting on the top, way up there, you can see where it's a little greenish up there. I don't know if you could see. When you're shifting and you push it forward, you're in two-wheel drive. Push it a little back, you're in four-wheel drive. That's gonna move this lever on that transfer case. And see the lever down on the bottom? You're gonna put it in the transfer case is this piece here. And that is usually your regular two-wheel drive is going through this drive shaft to your rear end. That's it. That's all there is to it. But when you pull that lever back, it goes from gear to chain and here and engages this transfer case. And that transfer case goes right down throughout the drive shaft to the front differential, which is vacuum operated, which honestly is the stupidest thing ever. That should not be vacuum operated. That can just stick manually in when you have that going to the front differential beyond. I don't know why they did that. I guess it's easier. I guess so the differential isn't always dragging. So there's something in there that's disconnecting the axle. I don't know, but I don't really like that. But let me kind of rig that. I don't think it's gonna work. What I think you really need is a narrow fitting or that part. You just need the part. So that's where I'm at. I gotta go to work. I'll see everybody later. I'm working on that. Until then, I'm gonna put it on the front lawn and it's for sale again. So anybody on Marketplace, Motor Speed, eBay, Motor Speed 1984. I'm sorry, everybody, but just running a little late. And but I'm gonna put it on this. I'm gonna put it out there, and that's the only issue that I found with this truck so far. So let me go, and I gotta go see my mom. She's in the hospital. So wish her luck, everybody. She needs a little bit.